Three best right-backs. Man United consigned to replace Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Multiple reports this week have suggested Manchester United defender Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be allowed to leave this summer. The Reds signed the 24-year-old from Crystal Palace in 2019, but now seem ready to cut their losses on the £50 million man after an indifferent career at Old Trafford so far. He was the first-choice right-back under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, but he has struggled for game time since the arrival of interim manager Ralf Rangnick, who has more often favored Diogo Dalot. Although considered a decent if unremarkable defender, a lot of criticism aimed in Wan-Bissaka's direction has centered around his lack of attacking output, a point captured by the fact that he's accumulated just 8 league assists during his 3 seasons at the club. This is likely to be an even bigger problem under new boss Erik ten Hag, who relies heavily upon his wing-backs in attacking sequences, and that's why perhaps the Dutchman is content with letting Wan-Bissaka leave. His exit means that United will be in the market for at least one replacement. Therefore, Mirror Football has taken a look at some of the potential names United could look to target. Baku put himself on the radar at Mainz initially, where he broke through and excelled playing as a high-energy box-to-box midfielder. Yet it wasn't long before his potential as a right wing-back was identified and fulfilled. Wolfsburg signed the 24-year-old in 2020, and he's risen to become one of their star players. His domestic form has also seen him rewarded with 4 internal caps for Germany. Although the 5 feet 9 inches defender looks unremarkable physically, he's a solid defender and, perhaps more importantly for United, a speedy and tricky attacker. Last season he bagged 6 league goals and a further 6 assists, while he's followed that up with another 3 and 5 this season. Lamptey was considered one of the Premier League's most exciting young talents 18 months ago after an array of standout performances for Brighton at the beginning of the 2020-21 campaign. His progression in that campaign was stunted through injuries, and he's taken some time to rediscover his best form this season. We have now finally started to see that again in more recent months, and the 21-year-old is again attracting attention from a number of top Premier League sides. Similarly to Baku, he's unremarkable in size, yet Lamptey ticks many boxes in terms of being a complete modern full-back. He can defend, but is also a real danger going forward, especially when driving with the ball at his feet. His speed and low center of gravity make him a tough opponent to dislodge off the ball, and it's no surprise that only 2 Premier League right-backs have managed more progressive runs per 90, 3.52, than him this season. If United are prepared to be more patient and wait beyond this summer, then making a move for Southampton's Livramento in the following winter window could prove worthwhile. The 19-year-old will be out until later this year after suffering an ACL injury, but before that he started the season on fire for Southampton, leaving many perplexed by Chelsea's decision to let the academy graduate leave in the summer. Like the other names mentioned, Livramento is very attack-minded. That's been the case for much of his career so far, which explains why he occasionally played as a winger for Chelsea's development teams. Livramento's unrelenting stamina and ability with the ball are already well revered, though at a glance his return of just 1 league assist seems unremarkable. However, there are actually only 2 Premier League right-backs, Joao Cancelo and Trent Alexander-Arnold, who have accumulated a higher expected assist total this season, 3.53. This suggests that he's been delivering dangerous crosses and passes to teammates but has been let down by their finishing. At a better side, like United, his return in terms of assists would almost certainly increase.